I would like, yeah, I would like to be able to be that artist. That's why I do the music. Yeah.
Up there doing it.
Okay,
Yeah.
welcome iazY to the stage.
Welcome.
To the couch, to the comfy couch.
What's up? What's up?
Yes, how did you enjoy your performance?
It was good. I was kind of nervous.
Really?
I was shaking a
Couldn't
little bit,
tell.
but it's okay. It's okay. I think I did good.
Yes, okay, let's talk about your single, Pink Leaf.
Yeah.
So, like, when did you record this song?
I recorded. I believe in like early January,
Oh.
and it was really crazy because like it was supposed to be a whole different song, but like I met this producer. His name is Mappa. He's 15, and we just like kind of worked together. And then like that, I was gonna record another song, but like that night they were like, "You need to pull up to the studio like tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I need to write this song like in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's we made it work. The magic happened, and Pink Leaf was born. So
I really love that song. Like, what kind of genre would you describe it as? Because it kind of gives me like a rock alternative, like pop vibe.
it's like a very like hyper pop, kind of like hyper rock record. It's like very like dancey, very like vibey. That was definitely like the inspiration when like creating it for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us about like the lyrics. Like, what's the story that's being told in Pink Leaf?
Okay, so basically when I first made it, I wanted to use the chorus for like my other song that I made and put it in there so it can like help me write it faster. But I think like at first I was just trying to get something together. I was just trying to like make the song, make it catchy. But then when I went back to listen to it, it kind of like gives like, girls, going out, having a good time, doing stuff, but just doing stuff. And then, just like, I don't know, like driving down the 505 and just vibing for sure. But that's basically it. Just like a bunch of vibes and like dances and stuff.
Oh, if you could collab with any artist, who would it be? Both of you, actually.
Oh, you go first.
Oh, okay. I think for sure I really want to collab with Biba Doobie. I don't know if you know who she is, but I love her so much. I love her aesthetic, and I also love her genre for sure. And also I would love to collab with, who else? I think, or like, I don't know, like Olivia Rodriguez. I love her.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one. On my end, I mean, the artist I would really like to collaborate with, he passed away. That would be Nipsey. I would have really wanted to get a song with him, but outside of that, I would say J. Cole, Popcorn.
Oh, J. Cole.
Those are the two. That Meek Mill, those type of guys. So yeah.
What do you think about the diss track he just dropped?
Well, that's what makes hip hop great. That's what we here for.
Okay.
To spar lyrically, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't get to the Tupac Biggie thing, but it shall always push the culture forward,
Competition, like
competition brings the best performance you could ever bring.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the vibe.
y'all could give a piece of advice to somebody in your field. What would it be? One piece right now from where you are.
You wanna go first?
Okay. I would say just like get out of your comfort zone. Because I know like when starting this, like I started when I was 14 and I'm like a very, very like shy person. And I remember my first performance, I was literally so nervous because like I don't like performing in front of people. So like I feel like, but I do think that like getting out of my comfort zone and performing in front of people allowed me to like gain more confidence in myself. And also just learn different things, like how to interact with the crowd and like also how to network with people and my social skills for sure. But yeah, definitely get out your comfort zone because you never know like what's gonna happen.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Right.
I would say work on your skill as much as you can. And I believe that I would say work on growing as a person because that's going to reflect in your art. And if you don't grow as a person, you might not reach your fullest potential. So I believe that people that are creative should work on personal development, I think that's important.
Ooh, personal development. That's a big one.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, my podcast focuses on self-love and inner peace.
Yeah.
So how do y'all practice self-love? I feel like it goes for everyone.
Yeah. You wanna go?
Okay. How do I practice self-love? Okay, that's interesting. I think just like literally just like taking care of myself. Like I feel like if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to feel bad and you're going to feel down. I feel like just like getting up, doing skincare, going shopping, eating, making sure I get myself together and make sure I'm rejuvenated. I think that's a part of just me, like, increasing like my self-confidence and love for myself for sure.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Okay.
For me, I would say just being honest with myself all the time about every aspect of what I'm doing. What's required of me? How much time do I have? What do I need? Do I lack information? Let me go find it. And let me just repetition. So that's my self-love because I hold myself accountable the most. Like after every show, oh, let me see that video. All right, I gotta, so it's being honest. Be honest.
Okay, so to close everything out, I always like to play a little card game
Oh,
to
shit.
just, have something random. So the question that I want all of us to answer is, what are you more afraid of, failure or success, and why? Starting with you.
Starting with
Yeah.
failure or success and why?
Okay.
Bring it on over.
Okay. All right, here we go. I would say, as I've grown, I would say failure. I'm more afraid of failure because it means I didn't give it my best. I feel like failure is quitting.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I took the time to quit, and I feel like success, I feel like I want success because I feel like I'm in a space of like feeling deserving of it and doing that self-love and repeats to feel deserving to go after fully what I want.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, at one point it was failure because the embarrassment
Oh,
and the I didn't do it right.
yeah.
But then success also comes with just learning. So your definition of success changes.
Yeah.
So you might have thought, I'm going to be a superstar. Well, now success is I own everything.
Yeah.
I work with people.
Yeah.
We can transfer funds. We can grow. We can build community. That's success now.
Yeah.
So I feel like just that over time is what I start to see failure, success.
Good one. Good answer.
Yeah, I agree with like everyone else. I feel like the thing about failure is that, like you said, like it just to me, it just feels like you didn't give it your 100%, and that in a way, it kind of makes me feel like I failed myself, right? So, but I definitely feel like now, because I feel like back then, I feel like failure to me was like something that I took very personal. If I did do bad at something or I didn't get something done, I would like get down on myself. But I feel like now, failure is just a part of like growth. Like I feel like sometimes you're gonna fail, but you just have to make sure that like you look at it at an aspect of like, okay, like let me just do better next time, or take pieces of what you did before and improve it and get better on it. So I do feel like now failure kind of changed for me. It's something that like I'm not afraid of anymore. But yeah, for sure, that's what I feel like.
Woo.
I agree with that.
I think sometimes I feel more like compelled to be afraid of success just because I feel like there could be so many expectations that people like put on you as you like grow.
Yep.
And that is very daunting to me because I always just want to have room to make mistakes because I'm not really afraid to fail. Like one thing is I'll always try. Like, even with this podcast, this is my first time doing it live. I feel like the audio could have been louder.
You're doing great.
We did it.
You're doing great.
Tried it. And like you said, it just gives you room to be like, okay, next time we're going to do this better. Yeah, and just rock with it. So I want to thank you guys for performing, and not only performing, but coming and be a part of this podcast and help this to be produced. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. And that pretty much concludes the podcast episode. So thank you guys. And we're going to continue on with our second half. All my friends are dope. We have some amazing acts coming. So yeah, stay tuned.
Right.
All right,
Vibes.
everybody.